Hey guys, so I wanted to address a issue that has been going around in this generation, and obviously has been going on for years and years, and that's anxiety and depression. And a lot of people may not know about this about me, but I do have really bad anxiety and depression, and I just kind of wanted to address that issue. This is not me like bragging or like whatever you may call it about, oh, she wants attention because she's making a video about anxiety. No, that's not it at all. I just want to put a video out there that will kind of tell people that it is okay to have anxiety, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. So yeah. Oh, what is with this lighting right now? I want to tell you about how I dealt with it and what I've kind of went through with my anxiety. It started when I was really young. As long as I can remember, I've been a very worried child, you can say. I was very attached to my mom, and I still am to this day. I would not go to anybody's houses to sleep over because I would cry and get asked to get picked up, and I couldn't go to camp, like summer camp, because I would cry. And I never knew that then, but that was a form of anxiety and kind of being away from home. And a lot of kids have that. It's not just them being like childish. It actually could mean that they actually have anxiety issues. But that is how it started off. I was very attached to my mom because my dad was not in the picture, and that's a whole different other story that I really don't want to talk about. It started off with my mom, and it still goes on, but I got into school, and I was alright, still had anxiety about leaving my mom and stuff, and then I hit puberty, which was not good because I wasn't the regular girl that hits puberty. I gained weight, and I was not the type of skinny girl, and that kind of hit me because my sister is very skinny, and I was like, why can't I be like that? But even till this day, as you can tell, I'm not skinny, and I don't think I am one bit. But that was probably the issue for me then. Well, what am I talking about? It still is. I was very self-conscious, and I still am to this day, and that is what gives me anxiety the most. That people will judge me because I'm not skinny, and yeah. Sorry that I'm saying a lot in this video. This is not planned out. As you can tell, it's getting dark. You probably can't even freaking see me. So as I was saying, when I hit puberty, my anxiety got a lot worse, and it just kind of got worse from there because I thought it was okay until people started calling me chubby. I got used to get called a lesbian a lot because I had short hair, that stereotype, like chubby. I don't even know, but I got called a lesbian, ugly, fat. I got called a boy because I had short hair and I was chubby. And then the boys trouble started to come on because it happens to everybody. It got a lot worse in grade 7 because I still to this day do not have a lot of friends, but right now it's okay for me, but it wasn't at the time. So as I was saying, in grade 7 it just kind of got worse because I was gaining weight and I didn't know why, and my mom would always say, no, you're skinny, blah blah blah, but whatever, because she always wants to make me feel better, obviously, but that's not what the kids used to say. I used to say I was chubby, fat, yeah, and it does not feel good, trust me. If you've ever been called fat, even like too skinny, I've never been called too skinny, but it's probably the same feeling of getting called fat, because you know that it's not right to be chubby or fat in this day, because you're supposed to be skinny and pretty and have a nice butt. I don't know, but that is what you're supposed to be. And then I think in grade 8 I got put on medication because my anxiety was getting really bad. I didn't want to go to school, and obviously that's not good because you need school for everything nowadays. So I got put on medication and I was alright. It was good. Then in grade 8 I got a boyfriend. Yeah, and I felt a lot better. And then skipping all the way to high school, still had that boyfriend. And I was alright because I had a boyfriend, and I didn't think I was like horribly ugly or fat because I had a boyfriend, but I still heard those comments in the back of my mind saying that I'm not good enough for anybody. And I'm not a popular kid. I'm only 16, but I do know some things, and I'm not popular. I have a few friends, and that is okay with me, but obviously still gets to me sometimes because I'm not the type of person to get invited to parties or get asked to hang out or something, or I don't know. Grade 9, it was okay, and I was still on the medication, which was good. And then my relationship with my boyfriend and medication and everything in life was just kind of going downhill. And that's when it started to get kind of bad. So I got off the medication, and the beginning of grade 10 I was not on any medication at all. Me and my boyfriend were just like fighting a lot because that's what relationships are, I don't know. But I got really, really depressed with myself. I started gaining more weight, and obviously that puts on a lot of depression, and I just felt that I wasn't good enough. And at the end of the first semester of grade 10, I stopped going to school, and I didn't go to school for 7 months. I know that's bad, but I stayed in my room for that whole time because the anxiety turned into depression, and depression is not a thing that you want to deal with. I was not on any medication because I thought that it would make me worse. My relationship with my family wasn't going good either, or my boyfriend, and things got kind of bad for me. And at the end of summer of grade 10, I got hospitalized because I wanted to kill myself. I know this happens a lot, but to me this was probably like, what's the word? It was rock bottom for me. I was so close to dying because I don't want to live anymore because I thought I was fat and I thought nobody loves me. And obviously that wasn't the case, but in my head, that's what I thought. So I stayed in the hospital for about a week, and they had programs there, like inpatient programs, and I can say that it was probably the best thing that I ever did. I did not want to go there because I thought that like they would like think I'm crazy, I don't know. But I talked to so many doctors and therapists, and there was people there, teenagers like me, who were in the same boat that I was. And I remember one of the girls there coming up to me and saying, why don't I have any cuts on my arms? Because that was something that kind of got to me, because a lot of people with depression cut themselves, and I'm not saying that it's bad at all, but I treat it differently because, I don't know, what I said to her, I was like, I don't cut myself because I already have body issues. I think I'm fat and I don't think I'm pretty, so why cut myself and then I have to hide more of myself, you know? So I would just kind of, instead of cutting myself, in my head, I would just make myself feel worse, which is not good, obviously. I learned a lot there, how to cope with anxiety, and then I got out of the hospital. School was approaching, and I haven't been to school in 7 months. So, as you could probably tell, I was severely, severely scared, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't think I was gonna go back to school. I had to because I had to graduate, but it got really bad. And when I got out of the hospital, they put me on medication again. And at first it wasn't working because, well, it just didn't kick in yet, but I thought that I would just be going back into the hospital again, and I did not want that, even though it was really, really good. And if you have anxiety, depression, and you are suicidal, I would really recommend going there. And it's scary, I know, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I was very scared to leave my mom, and my mom couldn't stay with me, obviously. So yeah. So skipping forward a few weeks, the medication started working. It was getting better, and then me and my boyfriend broke up, and that was really hard for me because we were dating for 2.5 years, and I really don't want to bring that up because it's like it's in the past, but it was really hard for me, and it didn't help with my anxiety and depression and getting like it didn't help with, because I had to go to school in a few weeks, and it was just really hard. But my medication just kept working. I was just more open about it. So school started. The first day of school, I was terrified to go to school. I did not want to go, but I knew I had to. And my best friend, Madison, she's so helpful. And I just don't know what I would do without her because she's there for me. And even with medication, I still have anxiety. I skip school a lot because my anxiety, and people ask me why I wasn't at school or why I'm in grade 10 classes because I'm supposed to be in grade 11. And I tell them because I'm not ashamed to have anxiety. I'm not. People might say why, blah, 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 because anxiety is a part of me, and it always will be because I'm a very nervous and anxious person. And on the outside, I may seem happy and just normal, but I'm really not. I cry a lot. I feel horrible about myself. So I don't know. What I think is, do not judge anybody, because number one, you don't know what they're going through, and two, how would you feel if somebody was saying those things about you? I try to be nice to everybody, and I don't know, I'm dealing with the weight issue. I'm trying to kind of, I don't know, I still think some things about myself, but who doesn't? Obviously, I'm gonna have to deal with anxiety my whole life, and one day I will have to get off my medication, but right now I'm okay, and that's why I'm making this video for people to kind of like try to love yourself before you love anybody else. There's geese right there. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, it's really hard to love other people. Yeah. And that is my story. I know it's not as serious as other people's, and I'm probably leaving things out, but I'm just trying to think of this from the top of my head, and this is kind of I'm nervous to edit this and upload this. I don't even know if I will, because I don't want people to like say that I'm doing this for attention or something, because I'm really not. And I just want to tell people that it's okay to have depression and anxiety, and it's what is with these freaking geese? I have to shut my window. It's okay to have anxiety and depression because you're a strong person. Women, males, I don't know, because everybody sometimes has anxiety, and nobody can't say that they're happy 24/7. And some people have it worse than others, like me. Just know that everybody is beautiful in their own way. Even if I don't think I'm beautiful, people say that I'll compliment me, and I'm like, thanks, but you're lying. But I just have to learn how to tell myself that I am beautiful. Just so I would say, wake up every morning and tell yourself that you're beautiful, because I think it'll make life a lot easier. It can be hard, because in the back of my mind, I'm like, you're lying to yourself. But that's me. You don't try to be anybody else, because you are perfect the way that you are, and God made you who you are today for a reason. And if God didn't think that you're strong enough for this life, he wouldn't have gave it to you. And I know some people are like, that's bullshit, but I truly think that is why I am here today, because I have family who loves me, I have friends who love me, and that is all that I need. Also, if you have anxiety or depression and you need somebody to talk to, please talk to me, because if I had somebody to talk to when I was when I was rock bottom, I would probably feel a lot better, but I felt so alone. And I know how you feel. So if you want to talk to me about it, please do not be afraid to. And even if you don't know me personally, just please, I will list my information down below and you can message me, because I know how it feels to feel hopeless and alone. Yeah. I hope this video was helpful to anybody, and I hope it wasn't useless. I'm sorry for the lighting because it's almost dark out. Yeah, but I hope this kind of got out there that even though somebody's smiling doesn't mean that they're happy. And that was a big thing for me. And just because somebody doesn't have cuts on their arms or like they don't go to school doesn't mean that they don't have something wrong with them. And even if they do have cuts on their arms or anything, you should not judge them, because you do not know what they're going through. And that is like a big thing for me, because I don't know, people think that I'm such a happy person and I'm okay, and I'm really not. And I know that other people out there are going through the same thing. So I'll leave all my social media sites down below if you want to message me. Just direct message me if you want to talk to me about anything, need advice, or yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want me to make any more videos talking about this kind of personal stuff, like my video and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Bye. And remember that you are beautiful, even if you don't think so.